The Bay Area's rock station, 107.7 The Bone.
Flam Van Halen Brothers here at 107.7 The Bones. Hey, Mom, I'm on the bone. Joe Satriani picked that song right here on the Bay Area's rock station. So he has a brand new album that comes out on April 1st. Professor Satriani and the Mysterion of Rock. So I understand there's a DVD that goes along with this too?
Yeah,
is that separate or what?
That's right. Well, it comes under the same package. I think, boy, I don't know how many thousand they're going to do in the initial run. And it's a DVD that's got clips of that 1 week of 20th anniversary Surfing with the Aliens shows that we did, that we finished up right here in San Francisco.
So Ice 9 would be the one you did here at the Hyde Street Studios.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, and so it's the making of Professor Satriani.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. There's some funny things in there, and of course the shoot of us doing I Just Want to Rock with all of our friends in the studio and getting that stuff right. And I think this is probably a shot of me in my makeshift aluminum foil robot suit.
Behind the scenes in Los Angeles and San Francisco. Hey, by the way, our friends at blabbermouth.net have you currently ranked as the 7th best electric guitarist in the world.
Wow.
I can't believe they got 6 people ahead of you.
I can't believe I even made the top 100. That's amazing.
What is it, Baby Huey? You had a question for Joe?
Yeah, no, speaking of guitarists, and we all know how many guitarists you have taught over the years. What's it like knowing all the guitarists you've taught and how some of them have gone to great things and become as very successful in the music industry? So what's it like knowing that you've trained so many great guitarists out there?
Oh, it's great. When you sit in a small room and you're concentrating on somebody's musicianship like that, you're really sharing a dream. Right, and I when I go back to like being in my backyard with Steve Vai, it's just 2 teenage kids sharing the same dream. That's really what it's like. It's not so much like, I'm the teacher with the pipe and the corduroy jacket pointing to the board saying, now learn this scale, kid, and you'll be famous. It's really like two kids sharing the same dream that we can be the best that we can be. And we're exchanging a lot of stuff, and obviously it's being the teacher, I'm the one handing over just tons of information, hoping that something really sticks and is inspiring for the students. So when I see somebody like Kirk Hammett realize the dream, I mean it just makes the whole process valid and so much more important, and it just makes me feel great.
Well, I'm imagining that there's probably several 100,000 aspiring guitarists out there who are looking to sign up with you. So what would you charge for those lessons, Joe? You must be taking on a lot of new students lately.
I never have time for that anymore. Doing just, you talked before about, finish the tour and then go right back into the studio recording a record. Yeah, when you're lucky enough to have a worldwide audience that wants to hear, new music, you work all the time. I mean, it's just like every day. And if I'm not playing on stage, I'm in the studio or at home working on new music. So haven't had time really to do that, to teach privately, except for my son. If it's something he can't figure out, most of the time he figures out most of the music on his own. But yeah, he'd be my only student at the moment. So
you'll be heading to Europe shortly, yep. South America too?
Once again, yeah, we've been there, 10 times in the last 2 decades, and we have a wonderful time there. Great audiences all over that.
Probably asked you this before, your favorite place to play somewhere on the planet, anywhere, the furthest corner? We do have a worldwide listening audience, by the way, at 1077thebone.com.
Wow. Well, you know what? I don't think we've ever had a bad experience, based on a location, a city. I mean, they're all great, and I tend to remember the little things. It's typical for a guitar player to remember that one night where they hit that one particular note. And, generally we're the only ones who noticed, and other people are picking up on other things. But there are some halls that are great, like the Royal Albert Hall in London. That's a special place to play just from the perspective of being on stage. But I've had, I actually played at my son's kindergarten class many years ago. That was a tough room, I got to tell you.
Really? That is fabulous.
I was there with Stu Hamm and Jeff Campitelli. I enlisted them because I wouldn't dare do it alone. I knew those kids would be a tough audience. But we like every gig. They're all good.
Well, everybody knows that Jimi Hendrix was a great influence on you.
Yeah.
And I see you picked a Hendrix track here.
It's so hard for me to pick one, but Voodoo Child Slight Return, man, that is such a tour de force. You know, you can learn the notes as a guitar player. I'm sure there's guitar players sitting right here in this room. You can get down, you can get the book, you can get the DVD, you can learn all the notes, you can get the whole thing memorized, and you just can't come close to sounding like Jimi Hendrix. It's something about that thing that he was. And that particular recording, I think, is really special because it has like the mark of his mixing as well. So there's a lot of him, a lot of his art into that particular recording that even goes beyond just the playing part. And it's just an amazing song.
Let's listen to it. Jimi Hendrix, 107.7 The Bone.
107.7 The Bone.
Streaming online at 1077thebone.com.